So, um, today is gonna be at least this first video of the day is gonna be kind of weird. Um, essentially, here's one of the spouts that we didn't use yesterday. Essentially, though, we're gonna be throwing these cups for this guy who wants this very specific form that's not really usually made out of clay. And Aki, what's up? How are you? And I think how we're gonna do it is we're gonna throw them uh like lids and then trim them like lids, and they're probably gonna be a little bit heavier than I want them to be and everything, but I think that's fine. We're gonna just kind of experiment. We're probably going to have a bunch of spare clay, and so we'll be able to do other things. I don't really know. To be honest, today's gonna be kind of weird. And then after all these commission things, we're also gonna throw big vases. Um, and then after we throw the big vases, we're gonna try to wedge in copper carbonate into our silica sand, into our clay body directly, and then throw probably some more teapots. But this also might turn into a mini teapot session as well. So today I'm a little confused as to what I want to be focusing on. So I don't really know how to do this first thing. So he wants this really shallow cup that is 2 inches tall ish by 4 inches wide ish. Um, so it's gonna be a lot today, Aki. So I think what I'm gonna do is create a giant foot, which we can trim later. So this is actually gonna be the foot itself right there. And we'll trim into this. So at the moment we're at almost 2 inches. It's super windy, so you guys are rocking around a little bit. If it gets annoying, I can change things. Okay. So that's 4 inches, so we need to make it bigger than that because we need to shrink. So it's 4.5. So that should be about right. Now the question is this foot wide enough and deep enough? And my first inclination is no. Um, but we're gonna do for this first one, just to really test it out, we're gonna torch the whole thing, go from there. Also, Aki, just so you know, um, and for anybody who's joining YouTube right now, if you join either my more expensive olive dinner supreme or tea fund, you get an access link to the new Discord. And the Discord's going to be kind of like where you can show art. We're going to do monthly or bi-monthly critiques, things like that. So we're going to just kind of fully finish this one and see how it works, and then this will be the maquette for the remaining ones. Because I'm not even sure this concept of what I'm doing right now is relevant. So also, I seem to be on a move for like taking commissions today. So because we're going to be doing 3 commissions today. So if you have anything you want to commission me, also give me 1 second. I'm going to change my brightness. There we go. Way better. Nicholas, what's up, man? Today's the day to ask. Princess, this particular clay was from Dick Blick. Um, that's the only place I could find standard 378 currently that was for sale. But luckily, they bought a couple videos for me, so I didn't actually have to pay for this clay. So that was nice. Most of the time, I get my clay from Sheffield Pottery, though, like a majority of the time. Okay, so what we're gonna do here now is we're gonna just throw. Oh, okay, that didn't work. Okay, that was stupid of me. All right, we're gonna try this again. But the idea is that we want a bowl like this. We're gonna trim out the inside, but I just realized how we can make this way more efficient. But again, I've never done this before. He wanted something very specific, and I'm gonna try to make it in a way that is the most efficient way to do it, I guess. Maybe efficient's not the right word. I don't know. We're gonna figure this out together. That's all I know. He only wanted 2 of these, so I don't think we're gonna have a ton of trouble trying to figure out how to do this. Okay, so I need to do that. I'm gonna make a hole in there. Okay, so actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw this foot ring now. Exactly. So what we're gonna do is that's our foot ring now. So we can super tall because he wants a super tall foot. Amanda, how are you? We're gonna trim that later. And then what we're gonna need is this part to be about 4.5 inches with a very slight curve to it. We haven't put the curve in, so let's put the curve in and then look. I think this is right what he's asking for. So he essentially wants like, do you know those like sipper sake cups? He wants one of those where it's like only like a single sip of tea or a single sip of sake or whatever the case is. Tired still. Did you get more sleep, hopefully? What's up, Jack Sparrow? How you doing, my sweet boy? Mm. Okay, we're at 5 inches, so we can go down a half inch. He wants 4 inches by 2 inches. This clay's gonna, at this size, probably gonna shrink around half an inch. So we can probably get away with 4.5 inches. Okay. Where are we height wise? And we're not even at we're not at 2 yet. Um, we're doing it upside down because he wants like this very specific looking cup thing. And if you throw it like a normal cup, you inevitably go down. I'll rush whatever I want, Mackenzie. My goodness. Oh, good. Thanks, Princess. Mackenzie, how are you today? Okay. Okay. I think that's what we want. I think that's what he wants. I think he doesn't realize proportionally this is ridiculous. Um, but that's not for me to decide. Good. Well, I'm glad it is. I'm doing great. We're doing all commissions today for the most part. What's up, MS? How are you? We're gonna try the thing that Corey wanted to do where we wedge in um the copper carb to the silica sand into the clay body later today. But we have commissions to do this morning. Good. I'm glad, Princess. Okay, so I think this is a kind of what he wants. What's really frustrating to me is I can't find my notebook that I drew what he wanted to. So the dimensions and the pictures I drew out were on my phone, so I can't actually look. But we're gonna just do this one to completion, see how what we think, and then If it's stupid, then we'll do it something different. Exactly, princess. Kayla, thank you. What are you drinking this morning? Not tea? Oh my god. Jack, the fire is to spice up the clay a little bit. Clay has this tendency of misbehaving, and it likes a good torching. It's a pottery, it's a clay kink. This particular clay has a kink for fire. That's the only reason I'm doing it. Not because there's no other reason. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is take this off, and we're going to. I do commissioned work that is going to be in line with what I do normally, but if someone wants something a little bit more specific, then they're welcome to it. And I don't usually do commission work, but today I'm doing commission work. So if anybody wants something that's in line with what we normally do, kind of, then they're welcome to it. Yeah, of course, Jack. Cora, thank you. I know that. Don't you worry. Though it does kind of sound fun. I just wanted to say that out loud just so anybody else doesn't ask me for something specific like that. You're drinking apple cider for breakfast, princess? Boy, oh boy. Living the dream. I'm on YouTube at the moment as well. Speaking of which, if you buy a membership on my YouTube, it gives you access to a Discord that I just launched today. And we're going to be doing monthly or bi-monthly critiques over there and stuff like that. And just if you don't want to be part of the critiques, it's just a nice way to support and things like that. It is a paid thing because I don't want a bunch of random people joining. But okay, appreciate that. Thanks, Rowan. Appreciate you. The plus to YouTube is that you can't hear my torch sound. The downside is you can't hear the music over there. I don't recommend torching something you're about to trim because you're just torching the exterior layer, and so it just kind of crisps it through and doesn't really do anything. Um, but again, this is not going to be a. We're not keeping this one. I just wanted to see if this looked good or not. Are you between a specific few or like or are you just not sure at all from the get go what you want to bake today? I'm not a good person to ask because I don't eat cookies. So my opinion is probably going to be less than subpar. Dragon, how are you? Dallas, appreciate you. Enjoy work. I hope it goes okay today. What's up, Luna? How are you? Oh, yeah? Oh, hell yeah. What do you think so far? Okay, interesting. So maybe I actually just throw a really shallow cup instead. Maybe this was not the move because I'm not getting deep in the center here, which means it's never going to hold any liquid at all, which means it's going to be not even usable at the cup he wants, even though he said he wants something super shallow. This is very curious. We're learning lots today. I'm happy to do that, Lewis, but once we've finished doing this kind of stuff, I'll take you over to get the big clay when we're wedging out for um, the big vases we're going to make in a bit. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot. It's almost, Halloween, isn't it? Is that this month? Is that next month? When is Halloween? What month are we in? Are we in October already, or are we still in September? Okay, we're still in September? Hmm, I don't know, a September fall, autumn themed cookie sounds pretty nice. I don't know what that would be. I have a feeling I'm gonna get bored with this commission very quickly, so hopefully we can figure out how to do it really quickly. Gotcha, gotcha. Seriously? That seems a little early, does it not? Okay, 16th of September, which means okay, cool. So the soda kiln is in 11 days, and the Anagama fire starts in 2 days, and then my kiln is in 2.5 weeks from now, which means we need to finish making what we need to make for this next firing in the next, like, 2 or 3 days, and then we have to switch over to more boring live videos, and we just have to be glazing and stuff. I don't is this too shallow? You know what? We might not be able to do this commission, but I think I need to, like, message the dude and ask him what his opinions are on these. Amazing. Well, if it gives her pleasure, I guess that's something. Like some dude's about to just pull into my driveway. All right. Again, this is just the maquette. Oh, and I maybe I trimmed it too thin there. Um, uh, no one saw this. Definitely didn't happen. Yeah. Okay. Maybe this is not the right move. Okay. Well, um, that was the foot, and it was a bowl like this. We're just making deconstructed bowls today. Good. Thank you, princess. Okay, you know what we're gonna do today instead, because I don't want to do that on camera, because I think I need to talk to the guy a little bit about how we're doing it as it goes. We're gonna make a few little miniature teapots together. Like little teapot pendants. I think I don't have any teapot pendants for the next firing, so we're gonna do that. Um, and the teapot pendants have been a hit, and I've never made one out of black clay. And so I think we're just gonna make like 3 or 4 today. And then we're also going to be making some big vases. And when I do that, I have to go Thanks, princess. Um, when we have to wedge out the clay, I'll show the studio like Lewis wants. Studio is only like 20 feet long by 8 feet wide. It's not very big. Hey, 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 hey. Fuck off, Olive. Hey, hey, hey. Fine. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just in that door right there. Hey, Olive. This is Olive. Olive, go say hi. Olive, go say hi. Stop being weird. Probably. She's good. You know. Yeah, into this block building here. Yeah. Yep. God, fucking Olive. Olive. You're really annoying me right now. Olive, you're really annoying me. Oh Christ. Olive, you almost broke the next Wi-Fi extender. Are you serious? I just bought this. I literally just bought this. Why are you doing this? Christ. Okay, well, you've lost privileges to go outside, I guess, today, dog. Uh, it's been 2 days. You almost broke it. You almost broke the other one. Why would you do this? Hi. Sorry about that. Uh, I don't. I don't even know. I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Hi, everyone. We're back to we're back to making little miniature teapots. This dog, I swear, is gonna be the death of me someday. She's a very good guard dog. I mean, dude's fucking creepy, just being a creep, walking up on the street like that. But like, I literally just bought a new mesh Wi-Fi thing. Oh, it's just like some dude. Like, remember how I was like a second ago that seemed like some dude was trying to like get into my come over to my property. Well, he was. He's being kind of weird about the whole thing. Um, and so my father has an architecture firm on the property as well. And so he was coming to do that, but he's just dude's fucking creepy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who that guy is. He's acting weird, super weird, but he's a project manager for some bullshitty thing. I don't know. He seems scammy to me, but I'm not gonna deal with him. I'll let my father. She is perfect, though she drives me crazy. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, we're making little teapots. That's all that matters right now. Beautiful. Oh yeah, no, she's great. She's a great guard dog. Um, and if you don't say hi to her, she will murder you. So you have to make sure you say hi to her. Yeah, she does her job. She's really good at protecting the property. Um, I couldn't ask for more. It's just I'm more annoyed that she almost broke the new Wi-Fi mesh thing that I literally just bought because she broke the other one a couple days ago. Um, but it's fine. We're good. Everything's great. Okay. Okay, there's teapot body number one. Ah, yeah, men in general, she doesn't trust. Understandably so. No, we aptly named, well, my ex at the time aptly named that dog Will number two. We left him in Peru. It's like I can't be mad at her. She's doing her job. I just spent like $100 on this mesh thing. I just like don't want to replace it 3 days after getting it. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm gonna say it a couple times today just because I just set it up on YouTube. But Discord is up and running. The You need to have a either the Olive Dinner Supreme membership or um, the Tea Fund membership to get the access link. But it is over there on YouTube. If anybody feels like joining, it's all good. I am very new to running a Discord, and I don't really know what I'm doing, but I think it'll be nice to have a nice place for critiques and everybody share their work and blah 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 blah. I found a worse spot for it, Amanda. The nail spot didn't work, not because that was a sketchy spot, but there wasn't enough Wi-Fi. No, I didn't. I ended up weed whacking and watering my greenhouse and going for a run after we got off our live. And then Olive had a nice salmon dinner on the hilltop. But the no, my mesh extender is actually back where she ripped the other one out like 4 days ago. Um, but the problem is there's no other place for me to put it where I actually get signal to work in the studio, so I kind of have to put it in that spot. That's a good question. Um, I don't know how that works. I don't know if it'll give you access to it or not. If you feel like moderating it, I don't think you need. I don't need to have you pay for it. Sharp is moderating it at the moment. I can send you a link over on Instagram afterward, Dragon. But again, I don't know how these things like integrate, and so I don't know how one gets permission or not permission. Because again, I'm not really sure how things work. Um, I have someone helping me set everything up. Okay, teapot by number two. Yeah, I guess yeah. Okay, cool. I appreciate you. Let me send you the link, and if you can't access it, then you might have to. I did set up two. One is cheaper than the other. I didn't. I also set up another just like 99-cent one for just dinners for Olive. But I just wanted it to be paid so we don't get like a just a bunch of people joining. Say again, princess. I don't understand. These might be kind of bigger pendants than I was hoping, but I kind of like the idea of maybe having them on a as a teapot, even if someone didn't want to necessarily use this as an actual pendant. They're definitely bigger than the ones I normally make. So the fact that these actually might even work as actual teapots. This one's the biggest one for sure. Ah, yes, yes, yes. The Volt Destroyer. I like that. So the question is, do I make? Thank you, Amanda. Yeah. So there should be a link in the bottom there for you in the description. Um, let's see if I can get this little bottom. Right? It's like essentially a teapot at this size. I don't know if I like the top of this one though. It's kind of weird, isn't it? It's like doesn't really give me positive top vibes. It's like it's like too maybe if I screw it up a little bit and add a little bit of texture to it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of wide. Yeah, that's a really good point. Let's narrow it in. And then I'll cut off the top. It's too tall now. Spot on, princess. And then let's do this. Okay, cool. There we go. I like that. All right. Okay, so the question is, this one's big enough that I can have a removable lid. Should I have a removable lid on this particular one? The other ones I'll have the lids fused in, but okay, if for some reason it doesn't, I'll send you the link, but it should be in the description for the T fund. It was the third perk or fourth perk. Yeah, that's a cool teapot, eh? That glaze is Caribbean. Shout out. I can't read. Sorry, BB. Okay. Are we already out of gas? Didn't we just switch the gas over? Hold on. I need a new propane tank. I thought I just bought this propane tank the other day. Uh, Wow. Excuse me. Mm. So this one will get a removable lid. Um, maybe the middle one too will get a removable lid, and the only one that won't is the smallest one. Thank you. Um, oh my god, guys are so good to me. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, it's gonna be such a pain in the butt to do a lid this small, but I'm psyched to do it. Okay, okay, so I'm gonna do a removable lid for this one. This one, not so much. I think just for one of them. The other two can be pendants because the three we made just got progressively bigger. We started with the small one and we worked our way up to the big one. This one can have all of its attributes, whatever. But this one, I don't know. Maybe the second one can too. I don't know. Let's just feel how we're doing. Those tanks, I feel like they usually last like months, but we've been in here a lot, and we've been making a lot of double walled pots, which has been requiring a lot of torching. And so I think we just been in here more and than normal. So what's going to happen relatively soon, just so everybody's not caught off guard by it? Um, we have one more firing after my firing, and then there's no firings until like March or April, which means during the winter we're not going to really be in here that much. And so we're going to be just cranking out work for a while now, and then it's going to take some time to before I really, like, am actively on streaming again. We'll be streaming monthly or, like, weekly during the winter, but, I heat my studio with, wood, and I don't really wanna be heating it every day. I'm not made out of good wood money. Yeah, but we ended up having a warm season last year, Mackenzie, and so I was in here more. I mean, if it ends up being like a really warm season, then I'll be in here a decent amount, but I take a snowboarding job every winter. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do that every winter. And so I just won't be in here just because I have another job as well. Morning, Pam. How are you? How's your day going? Tell me everything. But I do really think we've been in here a lot longer making I mean, we've been pulling like 6 to 9-hour days in here for like a couple weeks. Some days I've been taking off, but we've been in here a lot. And I'm also in here sometimes without streaming, still making stuff and working. So it's just been we've been doing a lot. Because I'm now trying to make videos every week as well as stream every day or try to stream every day. And so like it's just been a lot. Good. I'm glad to hear, Pam. I appreciate that, princess. Well, I do a mystery box thing that's a little bit cheaper every winter. Every December and every August, I have a mystery box shop update. I'm not entirely sure. You can test your lid fit upside down before it goes in, which is kind of fun. Um, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to have one this winter because I might not have the work for it, but you never know. Yeah, it's been a lot. We've been really in here like cranking out stuff. Mm. Princess, that changes every day. Uh, I'm one of those people who gets bored really, really easily. And so my attention goes from one thing to another very quickly. And so I don't think I have a favorite thing to make, but thanks, Pam. Appreciate you. But teaware related things for sure, princess. Thanks, Fully. Appreciate you. Oh, spot on. How'd we get so lucky? Oh, you might see me less in the morning too, once October hits, but that's salmon season. And so instead of doing work, I usually go out fishing with Olive in the mornings to get her. It's only one fish a day though that we can take. So uh, sometimes we're out there for a long time. Sometimes it's 10 minutes. I don't make hate related items, Alan. Sorry. No drug paraphernalia, no hate related items. I I don't understand the question. Wow, this is gonna be a small lid. The smallest lids. Oh, hell yeah. Is there something that you focus on making when you're there? Um, Good question, princess. I come from a big family of artists. Grandfather was a sculptor, grandmother was a photographer, aunt who is an acoustic artist. I have an uncle who's a woodworker, another uncle who did the original Sesame Street claymation, another aunt who's a potter. My cousins, some of them are musicians, one of them's a designer. Um, Dad's an architect, mom's a pianist. So I just kind of raised in an artist family, and I just want to be a rock climbing guide. I did that for a little while, but this made more sense, even though there's no money in this. Oh, hell yeah. What kind of sculptural stuff do you make? And do you like teeping? Are you enjoying that aspect of it, or is that just not fun at all? Jess, oh my god. Alright, this lid is not gonna get be able to be removed, so we're gonna just cut it off like that. Yeah, tons of art. I mean, I've showed you guys my grandfather's setup that we've had at some point, which I'm happy to do again at some point as well. But that might end up being another member video based thing. I need more tea. Give me a sec. All right, so lids are done. Bodies are done. Now we have to make spouts and then handles. And my question to you guys is, do we do side handles? Do we do back handles? Or do we do top handles? And I'm leaning either towards side handles or back handles. I'm kind of over top handles, to be honest. Oh, I missed the first part of what you said. That's super cool. The what your sculptural work is. Is there a way for me to see it somewhere? Let me show you guys real quick. These are the teapots we made yesterday. I'll show you the difference between a back handle and a side handle. Back handle, side handle. I assume that you can put the hole through the side handle part. And that's kind of what I was thinking. If we put the hole through the handle itself, then you can maybe wear it on the side. Here's the deal. This teapot is too big. It's not going to work as a pendant. No one's going to wear this. So this one, I think I'm going to have a side handle on. It's going to be more of a teapot, removable lid. Okay. Um, the back handle, I think, is definitely going to go on the smallest one because this is definitely going to be a pendant, 100%, and that's the easiest one to hold. The question really ends up being for this one, is it a teapot? Is it I don't know how to do a poll. I have no idea how to do any of that. Um, how does one start a poll? Mackenzie, I made you a moderator. Will you do a poll for me? So I guess here's the question though, is this one backhandle because I think this might be a teapot as well. So maybe it's another side handle? I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Or I don't know what to do. All right, anyway, let's make some spouts. Well, the side handle would go upward and then teapot would ride downward. So you would actually see it would just be you'd be getting a side profile from the front versus an up and down profile from the back is the big difference. Oops, no one saw that. Oh, interesting. I wonder if it just reset. How do I do this? Hold on. I actually don't this it's been a while since I've made one of these. I forgot how I make them. I think I need to do that first. And then Bridget, if you want me to make a cross for you, it would be $2,000 and I'm happy to do it. But you have to Venmo me right now. Otherwise, I'm not interested in doing it. That was spooky. I'm sorry, little dog. We have time to think about it though. So this spout, we're trying the smallest first, and then we'll go up in size. So easy to rip these things off though. This is definitely the hardest part of these little mini teapots is the spout. So tiny. Thank you. Okay, there's spout number one for the BB. I mean, I kind of bent it, though it was on purpose. I'm so excited to try this this thing that Corey threw out, where we're adding the oxide to the silica sand and then wedging it in. I think it's going to be super cool. But again, we're not doing that quite right now. And in fact, Jess, a little bit of bend is, maybe a good thing. Maybe it's a benefit. Maybe it's a positive. Maybe everybody likes a little bit of a bend in their nubbin, you know? Mm, mm. You have a preferred direction, Jess? A little bit downward, a little bit upward? Yeah, right? Gotcha. I didn't know there was a thing called TikTok studios. Totally fair, Jess. Okay. If these didn't have a hole through them, they'd be a lot easier to make, but I just try to make these exactly like I would make a normal sized teapot. Okay. That's our second one. Yep. We're making baby teapots today. We started to make a commission in the very beginning and I lost interest already because I think I need to talk to the guy about it a little bit more. And it would be nice to be looking at a picture while I make it. So the other commission though that we're going to be doing today are these large vases. And he wants two of them and he wants them out of porcelain. So we got to switch over to porcelain briefly today. But I'm going to do a hybrid porcelain and black clay. It's not going to be just a straight porcelain because I don't feel like doing that. I accidentally left the clay out overnight though last night that I was going to use for that. So it's a little firm, but it's not like a necessarily a bad thing, but slightly annoying to be honest. Mm. You know what I'm really happy I don't have that I see a lot of people online having when they throw? Have you seen people who have the like head bobble when they make pottery? Their like head just like does this thing the whole time. What's happening there? Sophia, do it. Who needs money? Much more fun to make stuff. Yeah, right? I truly don't understand what it is. Um, I teach tennis, and so it always starts in when I'm teaching tennis. And so if I get hired again to go to Nsika, I probably will. I went to New Richmond because Sheffield hired me to demo for them. But um, if I don't get hired, I probably won't go. Honestly, are you going? Where is it? It's Detroit. Oh wait, but it's in Michigan. I kind of want to meet my tea dealer in person. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've never understood either. It's very confusing. Interesting. Fascinating. You know, I've never taught someone who has it, but I think yeah, interesting. Okay. I might go. The problem again, it used to be around my birthday every year, and now it's the week after my birthday. I have the week of my birthday off. I don't have that other week off. And so they keep pushing Nzika's to the end of March, and it's been driving me crazy, honestly. So, oh hell yeah, from Belgium. What are they doing in Ireland? Just on vacation? Really? I've been doing this for 10 years. I don't bobble my head, do I? Um, maybe, Sophia. Ah, no one saw that. Oh, I see, I see. Interesting. Cool. Yeah, 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 yeah. I've always liked how growing up that my birthday is during March break. Um, so I've I've always had a nice time. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do Nzika this year just because they keep changing the date and making it harder for me to do it every year. But maybe I can just the other thing is that Nzika is just like stupid expensive. I've gone 4 times now and or 3 or 4 times, and I've decided that the only day that's worth going is the first day. I just go to see vendors and just to buy pottery. I don't care about the talk. I don't get any of that stuff. I'm not dropping $300 to go listen to someone talk about pottery. I barely wanna talk about pottery in general. I'm not paying for that. That's not true. Sometimes I go to workshops. Bye, Sophia. Mm. Oh, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. Hopefully you like carrot. Rob, I don't know how to shout people out. I'm illiterate. I can't read. I don't know what your name is. Yeah, I would imagine, princess. Chess. Was it moderately interesting? No. Um, I wanna reiterate that I have gone to many a workshop, but I'm going specifically because I really admire that person, and I mainly just wanna hang out. Um, and usually I'm friends with them already, and so it's more just I wanna hang out with them kinda situation. Oh, fascinating. Fascinating. Yeah. I guess I've always when I throw, I look through the piece. I've never focused on an individual spot any time I've ever done pottery. Like, when I center, I'm looking through the piece. I'm never actually looking at anything specific. Um, so I don't really need the head wobble because I'm never looking at anything. Dragon, you know what we could do instead is we have a during that break that I have some time off, we have a pottery, workshop here, pottery intensive workshop where we fire, the wood kiln, 3 of us or whatever, make pottery for a couple days, fire up the kiln, a whole shebangle. Um, truly, we're in here every day. I put the tools in the same spot every day. How how do I never know where my pottery tools are? How is this possible? Who's doing this to me? It feels like someone's coming in here. I know it's me, and I'm just at the end of the day, and I'm tired. I'm just like throwing things around, but it feels like someone comes in here and moves everything like 7 inches every single day. And for some reason, the 7 inches throws me off every single day. Yeah, right. I agree, Sydney. Yeah. Yeah, okay, dragon. I try to keep the trimming tools and everything separate, and so, like, they're here hither and thither, and I know where things are going. That's amazing. I love everything about that princess. We have not made speaking of which, we have not made a single tea pet yet, and we need compact tea pets for the next firing, which needs to happen soon. Mama, what's up? How are you? That is a big priority. So maybe even this evening we do that. We also need to make more pedestals because I'm planning on firing a bunch of stuff upside down. And so we're going to be making just like pedestals out of stoneware and porcelain. Right? Any specific animals you guys want to see? I'm not going to do it on a stream because I like to look at a video or a picture of something while I'm doing an animal. But is there something you would like to see? Sure. I'm happy to make a cat. Oh my God. Thank you. So good to me. This guy, I swear. Every time coming in the straight compliments. How do I do this? A monkey and a cat. Monkey, cat, and an elephant or a dolphin. Yes, those are the three. I don't want any more. Okay, I'll make out of all of the suggestions, I will be making 3 or so, maybe more. I really like the elephant idea. I've made many dolphins already. I've already also made a mouse before. Um, and I've made birds. I have already done a cat, but I can make another cat. I've done scorpions, I've done crawfish, I've done lobsters, I've done crabs, whales, dolphins, sharks, turtles, mice, birds, uh, snakes, worms. The baby worm was one of my favorites. A potato, sure, we can do a potato. I don't think it's going to read as a potato though. That's the only problem. But what else? Oh, bunch of fish. Obviously, done a bunch of fish. We've made a lot of compact teapots. Oh, a hippo sounds really cool. Okay, okay. These are some solid ideas. Um, so there's our baby lid. So let's see if it fits because it might be a little bit too big. I could do a dragon. I've done a dragon before. I don't want to do necessarily repeated things if I can avoid it. So, um, because I like to keep it moderately fresh. Do you guys remember, like, years ago during COVID, there was, like, a company that was just selling potatoes with people's names on it and, like, making bank? Do you remember that? My friend bought my ex that for Christmas one year. Yeah, it was a weird time. Like, what a like, I don't know. The fact that it worked and people kept buying it. Alright, a little bit, we're almost there, not quite tight enough. Need a good tight fit for this, otherwise, what's the point, you know? Can't put this in my mouth because 'cause I'm gonna get it demonetized. Ugh, God, I miss putting things in my mouth. It's really frustrating that I can't do that anymore. Really? Amazing. I will make a selection of anything everybody said in here. Don't you worry. Most likely, I'm gonna do the easiest ones I can because I don't wanna get super frustrated by doing it. Sometimes I'm in the mood to sculpt them, sometimes I'm not. Just like anything. Sometimes I really am into things, and then sometimes I want, nothing to do with it. Okay, that should be enough, I think. Oh. Oh, look at that fit. Okay, hold up. Hold your butts, everybody. Do you see that? Do you see that? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that fit. That's not going anywhere. Look at that. I'm not even worried it's gonna fall out because of how good a fit that is. That's on its side. What? Okay. All right, next. The question is this one removable? Um, the question for this one is, do we make it the same way? And I don't know if there is a proper answer to that. I feel like this one, I think this is gonna be too heavy. We're gonna make it a pendant, so I'm gonna attach it, so we're not gonna have to worry about that one. Okay, just because a pendant I think are gonna sell better than a teapot. So the next thing we need to do is trim our teapots. We'll start with our big boy and go down. And I don't usually use little lugs, but it's so narrow. I think I'm gonna need a little luggage, you know? And I guess we still have to throw some. Mm, mm. The problem is I'm never good, Aubrey. Audrey. I don't know why I keep saying Aubrey when I see your name. For some reason, that's every time. This is not attached whatsoever. Whatever. I should have torched this too before I started this, but I'm too lazy to do that now. If it comes flying off, we'll do that. But super wobbly. I think I need to torch it. I think this is just gonna fly off. We're gonna have a bad time. Okay. Let's take this off, torch that. Let's do it again. I like this one. I don't want to break it. I don't want to have a repeat of yesterday's actual teapots where that one flew off and broke in half while we were trimming it. Sometimes it is. Most of the time it is. Thanks, JJ. It does not want to stick though. We're gonna do this a different way. No one look. None of that happened. We're gonna do it like this instead. Thanks, Teddy. You do any pottery yourself? Okay, that's way more secure. It just speeds up the drying. And so if I need something to get dry, I can just hit it with a torch. Plus, clay just has a natural kink of being torched. Really enjoys it. And who am I to stop it from enjoying its life? You know what I mean? Of course, of course. Oh, hell yeah. Later, princess. Thanks for hanging. Really into these like weirdly tall pedestal-esque feet. There's something so silly about them. Hi, hi. Cool. I only understood the first thing you said. I can barely speak English, so I'm afraid I won't be able to answer. My God, you're always waiting on the bus stop. I hope it doesn't start raining for you either. Is it supposed to rain soon? All right, there's teapot body number one. Look how cute it is. Oh my God. I'm loving these like stupid high feet. They might not be the most practical thing, but damn, they're cute. Gotcha. Lots of rain or like it was just schwitzing? Gotcha. My god. So cute. Can't stand it. Oh, hell yeah. Glad to hear it. Can you send photos? I wanna see if you think of it, if you feel like it, obviously. Thanks, JJ. Appreciate you. Okay. Oh, hell yeah, awesome. Hi, hi. Alright. Look how stupid they are. I love them. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 side handle, 2 back handles, which means I have to throw a side handle. I've never thrown a miniature side handle before, so we'll s oh, that's not true. I have. It's been a long time since I've made a miniature side handle, so thanks. How do I go about doing this, though? Um, Thanks, JJ. Okay. Think what I need to do is this, and then I think thanks, Amanda. I think I close off the top there, and then I can just do this. I don't think that's thick enough. Even if I thicken that, is that thick enough? Might be thick enough, actually. Yeah, it is essentially just a lid nubbin, but I'm doing it slightly differently. I'm gonna do a flat lid nubbin. I just don't know if this is big enough. Like, I don't know if it's tall enough yet. Well, maybe it'll be fine. We'll check in a second. What? Who reported me on TikTok? What did I possibly do? I just got a violation on TikTok. What feeling it is on my hands? It just feels like rough mud. Mm. Yeah, it didn't say, it just said that it restricted my account for something. So someone reported me for something right now, and I have no idea why. So that's cool, but, you know, it's one of the reasons I've kind of, don't prioritize TikTok and we prioritize the YouTube channel now. Ruth, oh my god, how are you? Agreed, agreed. Yeah, it used to happen all the time, and so I just kind of was getting it's the same as TikTok. I am Ruth. In fact, I'm on YouTube and we just set up a Discord. You have to buy a membership on Discord, I mean on YouTube to get the link. Just because I don't but it's gonna be a cool pottery related Discord channel. You know, Dragon, I think people just like it to do it for no reason. I think they're bored. You've been super busy, Ruth. Tell me about everything. I want to hear about everything that you've been working on. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is attach our little Newbin to the top. Oh, hell yeah. Which store? That's awesome. Congrats. Yeah, I'm sure this time of year they're gonna sell like hotcakes. Brian, oh my God, what's up? In a million years. Oh, I've just been prepping for a bunch of firings. We uh we have an Anagama firing, a 10-day firing that starts in 2 days. I have a soda firing that starts on the 28th, and then I'm firing my wood kiln on either the first or second week of October. So we just been cranking workout. Good. I'm glad to hear it, Dragon. Yeah, we've been busy. Have you been painting a bunch, Brian? Yeah, super exciting. We almost have enough work for the next firing, which is my fire. What we're making for right now is my firing. I've already made everything for the wood kiln, the Anagama. I've already made everything for the soda. Now we're working on wood. Yes, a lot of teaching, a lot of private lessons every week here, um, which has been nice. And my Montessori jobs have kicked in, so I've been there a lot. And then doing a bunch of private lessons in my own studio, and it's been a lot. It's been it's been a lot. Hell yeah! Anything specific Like, is there a reason specifically for charcoal, and are you focusing on anything specific, stylistically? All right. Oh no, that's never fun. Do you need it for stuff? Are you gonna be able to? How long do you have to wait? Are you heading home right now? What are you doing? Wait, what's your deal right now? What's happening, Dragon? Very cool. Yeah. But I wanna go to the shop that you have your stuff in the city the next time I'm in the city. Not that I go very often, but it would be nice to see. Thanks. Cool. Okay, cool. Oh, you're heading already? Wait, how far ahead are you? 3 hours? I can never remember the time difference. Okay, this one, is not gonna have a removable lid either, so we're just gonna cut this down because it's not gonna get a flange. We should have tested to see if it actually fit before we did all this, but that's okay. Luckily it fits. Good. I'm gonna just look for. I have a feeling I will not be able to find it. Here's my big boy. Am I going to be able to? Oh my God! Did I actually find it? Holy shit! Hell yes! I was looking for this, the smallest little brass one I got. Okay, okay, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I'm so excited to fire up my kiln again. I feel like I haven't seen any actual finished pottery for a really long time. Because the last firing we did, it was just in the Noborigama, and it was like only commission stuff for a nursery. So I didn't even have anything to show you guys, which is kind of a bummer. I don't think I'd ever read it. That's my problem. I'm not very good at um, like reading a calendar or any of that kind of stuff. I've never been very good at it. If I write things down, they disappear from my life. So I have to keep them in my head. Otherwise, I just don't remember they exist. This is going to be too big. No, it's not. It's perfect. This might be too big as a pendant, but we'll find out when the time comes. I mean, someone could always use it as a teapot as well. So here's my one thing about teapots that I'm doing as a negative for me. Uh, I've been getting messages, people buy teapots for me, and they're disappointed because my teapots actually hit temperature, which means that they're not going to develop a patina. So if you're looking for a teapot that develops a patina with your tea, I'm not the person for it. What do you think, Tara? You into it? It's all I care about. I I have put a few reminders on my phone about classes because it is a little bit overwhelming sometimes, but oh my God, Tara, say more. Yeah, agreed. But I was getting complaints about mine not developing patinas, and I was like, well, it's because it's because they're vitrified. I'm not giving you low fire, under fired clay, but not everybody complained. I'm just saying that I have had complaints, um, which is an interesting thing. I thought that it would have been somewhat self-explanatory, but this is where it comes into the, just the knowledge factor of, um, I would love to in a second, Cindy. Oh my God, Tara, I love it. I love to hear it. Um, oh my God, Ruth, hi. Um, the uh, because they're compacts, it shows that they've hit maturity, so they of course would not be porous. But no one knows what compacts are, so it's that's an ignorance or a expectation on me that people should know, and I realize, and I've always realized it, but sometimes I forget that it's just the knowledge isn't there. So there has to be an educational aspect to it. And usually I'm lying about all the educational stuff. So I'm giving a lot of mixed signals here. A tea pet is essentially a little tea companion that you drink with in Gong Fu Cha. A lot of people pour out their first steep because they don't like it. And so a lot of the time, they'll pour it onto their tea pet so they don't waste the tea. It serves no purpose except companionship, and it's just something cute to have. There's a weird thing in the Gung Fu community where if you pour off your first steep, you're pouring off all the pesticides on the tea, which is just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But you know what? People are buying tea pets from me, and they can buy it for whatever reason they want. And if they think it does something with pesticides and helps it, and they're doing something not wasteful, then you know what? I don't care. Um, but that is ridiculous. That is a false thing. Well, most of the things I say are not necessarily the most accurate on purpose, Tara. You know, nice over here, right, Ruth? Um, you know, why be fully transparent? You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's just a friend. It's just a companion to have your tea with you. And here's the big thing too. A lot about Gong Fu Cha is that in China, uh, tea isn't ever drunk outside, and so you're inside. Or not ever. I'm making wild again statements. It's not nothing is ever. Nothing's an absolute. A lot of the time, though, the culture is to be drinking the tea inside on a tea tray and that kind of situation. So you're having that companionship through that tea tray inside. I drink my tea outside on a tea tray sometimes, but a lot of time it's just outside. The companionship aspect for me isn't there because I have olive, I have the trees, I have all the plants. But I understand the interior aspect of it when you're stuck and locked inside to something. Yeah, pretty much, Tara. Okay, this one is the only one with the removable lid, which means I'm also going to give it an actual spout, um, the actual spouty stuff. Yep, we did. We were live for a lot of the day yesterday. Yeah, we started with 6 teapots, ended the day with 4 teapots for various reasons. Mm, well, there's always today. I'll be live on and off all day. Yeah, it's a baby, eh? Ugh, gross. Hopefully, you don't have to do anything overwhelming today. So just throwing this out here again, this will be a fully functional teapot, even though it's gonna hold like 40 milliliters, 20 milliliters, some like ridiculously small amount of tea, but it will fully function as a teapot. I'm throwing that out there right now. 2 very small tea leaves. Mm. I'm really sorry to hear that, Tara. Do you have an example of what's happening? Maybe. I've made intentional, 50 milliliter teapots for my tea dealer in the past, so people do use them. I have a few in my personal collection still. I have not. What is that? Mm, go on, tell me about them, please. Mm, gotcha. Oh, yeah, then 100% yeah. Do they ever bring them back? I'm glad I can help, Tara. I'm sorry that you have to deal with it, though. Oh my god. I don't think this one's gonna be, quite small enough for me, Prof, so we might have to switch over to this one, for my tiny little fingers, as you said. Really? Okay. Well, I have to look into this then. Clearly, I've been left in the dark. If you quit, would you do something in the same field or something else? Mhm, right, Cindy? This clay shrinks like 11.5%, so it's gonna be a little bit smaller, but not crazy, crazy compared to the porcelain ones. Oh yeah, no, I'm 100% game for it. If I don't forget, I will 100% go watch that. Okay, so, this is gonna be a side-handled one. Gotcha. Well, keep me posted. I wanna hear what you end up doing, if you stay or you decide to leave or whatever the case is. Potato time, Jim, obviously. Oh my god, I knew it. I knew it. You hot mega stud over there. Oh, of course, Jim, of course. Is that long enough? It looks a little short to me, but maybe not. Maybe that's a good size. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, right? Okay, hold up. Let me think about using this functionally. So the way these teapots work is you hold like this and you pour it over to the side. Oh, you know what? It works perfectly like that. That's actually the perfect size. Perfect size, everybody. Not too, this is, anything more would be overwhelming. It does, doesn't it? Oh, I should probably score it and stuff. Okay, cool, 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 cool.